Hello, greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day. For today is a rainy day. We have to adapt to whatever circumstances. It has been predicted that this year for light workers, this ending of the year will be a time of joy and reward and feeling good about all the works that we've been doing. And we have this new moon in Scorpio in a couple of days that will be very powerful, very transformational. It will allow us, it will assist us in this death and rebirth that we need to do. And so it is really a reset that is happening for the whole of humanity is going to be going through this in the coming time. There are a lot of transformation. So transformation, as I mentioned yesterday, it's like most of on the earth. It's often transformation has to go through chaos and disorder. We hardly reach the transformation we need. We too find our comfort zone to transform, unless this comfort zone is lost and we have to move through. So there's going to be some chaos. The way to go through the chaos is the power that we have to move through the chaos is silence. Silence is a great prophet, as my friend Todd used to say. It is where everything is revealed, but it is also a means by which to stay center, and so we can meet people in situations without being pulled into the drama. All the drama is only a means by which people will be elevated and be free from their old programming. For we have been given the power to change our life, but we have to stop complaining about anything. Ashtar, another friend, friend and guide, that's called Ashtar, always mentioned that as humans, you could see that humans are always complaining. We have to stop complaining. We have to accept accept all the circumstances of those times, because they are very challenging. But if we remain centered and we remain in silence, we'll find the power to move through that much more gracefully. For there are two energies that sponsor all of things, all sorts, all words, all action. It is fear or love. There is not a third energy that's going to sponsor. There's a neutral in between. There is no love and no fear. It's in between. Neutrality is fine, but it's better to have all your thoughts sponsored by love, your words sponsored by love, your actions sponsored by love. But when you see that there is a thought that comes into your mind that's sponsored by fear, or when you see words coming out of your mouth that's sponsored by fear, or action that you do that is not fully in alignment with love, just say yes to fear, embrace it, say I love you, and I love you, thank you for showing me that, and the fear will be completely discharged, and you'll be able to move back into the alignment. Because if we reject fear, it becomes bigger. If we avoid it, if we fear, it will become bigger. And so we do not want to keep returning to the past. If we bring constantly living the past, bringing the past back into our life, then we will miss the present. Within the presence, God has a gift for us, and we have to unwrap it. It's a new energy, new potential, completely new things that it's like gift. They're all wrapped up. But as long as we bring the things from the past, we are pushing this unwrapping of this gift into the future. So just let go of the past and unwrap those gifts that are the new energies, the new opportunities, the new relationship. For it will be a rewarding time for all the hard work, and so we're moving, and this whole hard work, the point was to move closer to the truth. We've moved a lot closer to the truth through this whole process of hard work on ourselves, and we want to move even closer and closer and closer. We want to continue to move closer to the truth, for there will be great rewards as we come closer to the truth. And to trust God, because God has entrusted us with all the powers of creation. God has trusted us with this life, this physical body. He's lent us this planet. He's lent us this body. He's lent us everything we have is a loan that we receive from our Creator. And God trust us with all this power that we're going to even discover. So trust in return. Life is a gift in a sense. What we really do not want to do is to follow the world. We want to follow the heart, our own heart, and to lead the world, because the world needs something new, and we really need new truths, new energies, new thoughts, and it's very essential, very important that you rely on your own intuition, and rather than following the conditioning. we cannot be, we have to stop to live in relationship to the fulfillment of others' expectation. It doesn't work, and that's the way society works. It's like everybody is in relation to everybody and fulfilling everybody else's expectation, but we have to break free of that paradigms in order to assume leadership in this world, and to bring life into this planet, into the heaven that it is. That's the only way, is to break free. Although we may not be understood by everybody right away. It doesn't matter. Just be true to yourself. To sign on self, be true. And God does not care about how perfect your life is, or how well you perform through the challenges. God loves you regardless. I know that the challenges are important, and the test and all the circumstances of life, all the details of life are important. But because they serve in our evolution and growth, but it is not the love of God is always present. God is always the observer of the process, and we want Him to be more co-creative, to allow more of that divine energy to move through our life. It's like a flower. We have this flower. Visualize this flower within yourself. God is like the observer of this beautiful flower. Whether the flower is closed, the flower is in bloom, or the flower is dead, it doesn't matter. God loves the flower. When the flower is dead, it will regrow and become a new flower. And love and light is the water that nourishes that beautiful flower, and God always sees you as that. I just want to I come and bring a few ideas to inspire, to guide, and also I wanted to say that dreams are extremely important. Daydreams are extremely important. It is creation. Everything comes from thoughts. Everything that we have, even in society, came with a thought, a dream at first, and then it became a reality. All those things that we call society came from that. So, and all the dreams, the profound desire, the deep desire, come from source. So it's about allowing it to come into being, because as soon as you ask God, the universe wants to come and bring it into being. And what is preventing that is that sometimes we feel we do not deserve it, or we have self-judgment, or we self-sabotage ourselves. We want to control the process. And so it's being in the flow is where we'll get the most fulfillment, to allow everything to flow naturally. For this society, there is this great conditioning for fearing of God, fearing of spirit, fearing the unknown. It is part of the process. What we need is physical and emotional security. Everybody needs that. But women need even more security, because they've been persecuted through the ages, and they carry this old memory. So it's about... So we want to be sensitive we want to be sensitive to the needs of others, without finding this responsibility of carrying other people on our shoulder, but to be available emotionally, to provide that security, so that they can find their own inner security within themselves. And so it is. It is a process. So we're going to be liberated. The more the work we've done inside of us in those past time, those 7-year process, the 2020 will be a great doorway to freedom. I hope you continue to work with your astral projection, your astral programs, that you can move into you can imagine, to create those dreams of ideal circumstances, beautiful reality that you want to live in, and then you can feel it and accept that, and then God will find a way to bring it into your life. And so I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to buy a new phone, because my phone yesterday, I'm sorry, I had a little technical glitch. Those phones, my phone is very old. It's got 2 years now. And those it's very old, and I'm trying to safeguard technologies, because it's a pollution. Every time we change, we have to throw out those phones. But they have those obsolescence programs. They have whole teams of people that work, so that after 2 years, once the warranty is over, the technology starts to self-destruct itself. And I don't want it to self-destruct completely before, not to lose everything I had, all the data I have in it before. So I might change it before it becomes completely obsolescent. And so I'm going to see if I can do that. Maybe today, get a new phone. I'm not really. I don't really need all the new gadgets of technology. I just want something that function in the basic, in the most basic fashion. I want to be able to call and to do those videos and check So I'm going to pull a few cards the 4 cards. Oh, we have 2 aces. Well, the highest wisdom is the Ace of Gabriel. Passion, opportunity, inspiration. The opportunity to do something marvelous is opening yourself to you. So émerveillez-vous, astound yourself. Just be in the astonishment of the beauty of the possibility. What we need to do is the Ace of Raphael. Positive experience on the emotional level. You will be fulfilled by a romantic relationship. Let yourself be guided by your intuition. What we need to do is let go of those things of the past. It is the 9 of Michael. It is not necessary to worry. Focus instead on the happy issue towards which you are aspiring. Ask the archangels to free you from regret, guilt, or worry. So we want to let go of all those old patterns, and this new moon in Scorpio will be very, very powerful in freeing us from that old cycle. And the outcome is the moon, is the archangel Eniel. The opportunity to refine your project. Let yourself be guided by your intuition. Confront your fear to be stronger. So say yes to fear. Whenever there is a fear, say, I love you. Thank you for showing me, for being there. And the fear will disappear because it has there is no substance to fear, in essence. It's just their construct, and yet it is yet a very potent tool that is everywhere, and everyone has to deal with that, no matter what. The paintings behind me, this is a portrait. It's kind of a strange portrait. It's got a face like a Japanese or Oriental girl, and it's got a face erased, and it's got a mouth. It's got this red mouth style. It's just strange, but I kind of like it. It's kind of unusual. And this painting is it's part of 2 paintings, an invocation. When you said I am or I love, I am this or I love that, you anchor it, you invite it into your life. And so this is the first painting. I did one in English. It's a big spiral. I've already shown that. And this is the first one. It's in French. It says, I am the truth and the light. I am omnicentric. I am connected to the higher intelligence of the universe. I am connected to the higher intelligence of the universe through the divine light. I am a multidimensional being whose dominant frequency is love. And then it says, I love the creator of all beings and all things. I love art, science, and philosophy. I love my guides and the teachers of the light. I love sex, money, and the beautiful things. I love planets, stars, and the galaxy. I love the planet, the stars, and the galaxy. So it was just an inspiration. I got this painting. It's kind of nice. Still works from 2007. I still enjoy this painting. It looks like a big eye. And we'll finish with a song. So to return to this power of silence. Silence will be. If you can stay silent within chaos, you will feel completely above the chaos in many sense. So it's very powerful tools. It's called the sound of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share. and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. For said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silence raindrop fell, and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on a subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence. Well, thank you very much for staying till the end, for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. So much is getting ready to change and shift with this new moon in Scorpio. So I hope you enjoy those times and you prepare yourself to receive all the gifts that heaven has in store for you. Thank you very much. Namaste.